Yeah,
Yeah,
it is missed,
def-
so we are just continuing.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. You can call me Sai. You don't need to call me sir or something. You just you can call me
So,
Sai. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
So myself, Sai, I have 8 to 10 years of experience as a corporate trainer. Okay, I'm into multiple things like I'm into infrastructure security. Okay, web application security, API security, and network security. So today, today I'm going to like we are going to describe a few things about the infrastructure related security things which is inside the companies. Okay, mostly this is comes under the cyber security. Okay, this is comes under the cyber security. So what they told you, is it a DevOps or DevSecOps? Can anyone clarify?
They told DevSecOps.
DevSecOps, great, thank you very much. So usually cyber security have a different individual roles are there. Okay, when it comes to the cyber security, most of the people think only hacking is cyber security. Okay, majority people think hacking is cyber security, but when it comes to the cyber security, there are non-hacking jobs also there. Actually, non-hacking jobs are higher than hacking jobs. When it comes to the hacking, there is a one job which is called as a VAPT. Okay, which is VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. But when it comes to the non-hacking jobs, there are bunch of jobs like SOC, DevSecOps, okay, platform sec, okay, cloud security, sorry, IAM. Okay, different kind of non-security jobs are there. It is not sorry, non-hacking jobs are there, not security, non-hacking. Okay, you don't need to learn about hacking things under these things. But whenever you want to explore about hacking or something, if you want to become a hacker but still want to support the companies or the organizations, you should need to go to become a VAPT, like a vulnerability assessment and a penetration testers. Sometimes we called white hat hackers too. Okay, so this class is going to describe about the DevSecOps. Okay, DevSecOps, it is nothing but previously I think the people you already know about this DevOps and all. Even if you don't know, I'll let you know. So DevOps is nothing but it's a it's a combination of two teams. Okay, let's assume an application built like if you are using Flipkart, that means it is built by someone. That is nothing but developers write the code for the Flipkart, and they are going to host it somewhere. Okay, like we need a domain names like flipkart.com, some kind of thing, right? They're going to host it in a server. Whether it is a physical server or a virtual server, like maybe they are going to host it in a cloud or something, so they attach some domain name to that. So it's not just simply like what I said, they are simply going to write the code, like the developers are write the code, simply hosting it inside the application, or sorry, inside the server. Okay, usually what is happening, the developers, let me give it here. So the developers write the code. Okay, they write it in maybe some kind of a version control system, usually what we called git or something there. Okay, git is known as a version control system, or maybe you can consider it as a code storing point. From here to the DevOps engineers are going to take it from there. Here they are going to take the code, they are going to build it. It is nothing but it is going to switching from human readable format to system readable format. Okay, I'm giving you the generic details for before we're going to deep dive about the DevSecOps. Okay, so the DevOps engineers are going to take the code from the Git. They are going to build it with the help of tools like Maven or something. Okay, the build tools are there, and then they are going to check the code quality with some kind of tools. Okay, code quality, which is nothing but syntax errors or some kind of other details also there, like is there any malicious content inside there or not. Those will be taken care by the code quality tools, which is known as a sonar cube. Okay, after that they are going to again build this into a jar file or maybe a war file, something like that. Okay, like a Java archive file or web archive file, and then they are going to test it in a web server like a Tomcat. Tomcat also is there. So after that, everything looks fine. Okay, before it is going to send it to the QA team. QA team is going to verify it. Like, let's assume the developer team started the work for the new application. They write for the code for a login page. Okay, the developers are going to create a new web application which is called Netflix. For that Netflix, they written the code for the login page. For that code, they written and stored it in the Git. DevOps engineers are going to take and build it and verify the code quality and make it into jar or war file and verify it in the web server. Is it going to function properly or not? After that, it is going to stored in an artifactory. Okay, stored in an artifactory. It is nothing but every time the code quality verified and everything happened, the exact code, like the verified code, is going to stored in some place. That is called as an artifactory. So after that, okay, the actual QA team is there and they verify, like, okay, the developer written the code and DevOps units processed that. They are going to verify it is working. Like they are going to check it like a end user. Like, if we are going to, let me show this. They are simply going to verify that code like this way. Okay, is that functionality looks good? Is these kind of buttons are working fine or not? So those things they are going to verify like an end user. So sorry. So it is nothing but a CI or maybe CD pipeline, continuous integration. It is happening every day. So the developers write code, DevOps engineer is going to process it, and the testing team or QA team is going to verifying that. So usually it is happening in every company. This is the actual format. Usually it is called as a agile methodology. Okay, why we call it agile methodology? For suppose developer written the code, DevOps engineer built that. After that, maybe verifying at the code quality level if anything happened or if any error occurred, or maybe the Sonar Cube got a malicious script or code inside that. So we've got a failed. Maybe we've got an issue at this time. So we are going to fix it at this point of time, or maybe we are going to simply send it to the developer. They are going to fixing it again. We are going to process it immediately. Okay, so if anything happen at some point, we are going to fixing it. There are two kind of methodologies is there. One is a waterfall, the other one is agile. So we have discussed about this agile. So if it is a waterfall, like a few years before, maybe 10 to 15 years before, there is a waterfall methodology. There is no this much about amount of tools or services are there, not there at that point of time. Simply if anything happens at the code quality or maybe at the making it into jar or war file, you need to go back to the first. You have to come to from first to last again and again and again. You have to do like that. You can't exactly fix at war file, or you can't exactly fix at maven, or maybe at the sonar cube level. That is waterfall. Why it is called it is waterfall? Water can go down, it cannot come up by default, right? So if anything happens at any point, you need to go to the first step again. You have to verify each and everything, then only you have to fix it step by step. But in agile methodology, you can able to fix at any point of time. At any point we are going to make it. So this is usually considered as a CI. Okay, that is nothing but continuous integration. There is a some code, some kind of tools are there. Jenkins or some kind of tools are there. It is going to automate these things, which is nothing but you don't need to manually go to Git. You don't need to manually build it with Maven. You don't need to check the code quality by your hands like manually. Instead of that, you are going to use the Jenkins. You are going to configure each and everything. So the Jenkins itself is going to take care of each and every step. So that's why we called it as a Jenkins pipelines. So once we trigger the job, or maybe you can consider or call it as a CI, this continuous integration is considered as an individual job. Once you trigger that job, it is going to verify each and everything. Okay, before it going to the QA team, each and everything is going to verify. So everything looks fine until unless it is going to stored in Artifactory. The job got succeeded, then we are going to give a heads up to the QA team. They are going to verify it. Okay, so this is a CI. Okay, everything looks fine. QA also said, hey, everything looks fine. Then usually what the companies do, there is a ideal environments are there. Okay, there is an ideal environments. We can call it as a pre-prod. Sorry, and prod. That is nothing but a production. So this is the our actual server of the Netflix. Okay, like while we are watching Netflix, that is means it is stored in here in this actual server. We call it as a, which is having the actual application code is called as a production server in every company. So the configuration of a pre-prod or prod servers are same like 500 GB RAM, 10,000 GB storage, like some amount of same level of processor is there. Same kind of operating systems also running inside that, whether it is Windows or Linux. So simply first, instead of everything going to send it to the production, before they are going to test it in a pre-production for better case. So they once everything done, they are going to move the exact code to the pre-production first. So everything looks fine. It went well, very well inside the pre-production also. It is looking good. Then only it is going to move to the production. Okay, then only it will be moved to the production. Once it is moved to the production, then only it is available to the customers. So why we call it as a projects? To build the entire application, maybe they'll take some time, whether it is 6 months or 1 year, maybe 2 years, based on the application capacity and capabilities. So in that time, they are going to simply split into individual parts of that, like what I told you earlier. Like first they write the login page code, then they are going to the after next page kind of things. They are going to split into the project. They are going to complete each and every day they write the code. DevOps engineers taken care of these things, and then QA team is going to verify it. Okay, everything looks fine. Then again, the DevOps engineers or maybe SRE, site reliability engineers, are going to take care about this deployment or maybe releases. Okay, sometimes the DevOps engineers or maybe site reliability engineers taken care about this infrastructure also, like uh, creating, maintaining the servers, databases, all the thing like networking stuff also. So this is called like continuously sending the code from pre-prod to prod is nothing but a deployment or maybe continuous delivery. So it is nothing but a complete process which is known as a CI and CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery or deployment. So this is the uh, this is actually a formal process which every company doing from last few years. Okay, every company is following these things only. But nowadays, from last 3 to 4 years, there is a security came up. Okay, usually what they do after completion of all these things, the VAPT engineers are going to test this application, which is nothing but they are going to verify is there any bugs inside this production application, nothing but the code which is written by the developer. Okay, they are going to verify in different ways, like they are going to test the code, they are going to test in different kind of things, like is there any kind of vulnerabilities through while the data is transmitting, maybe customers using or clients using at that point of time, is there any kind of vulnerabilities are there. Vulnerabilities are nothing but errors or bugs, you can say. Okay, because of those bugs or vulnerabilities, if any other hacker can able to gather any unauthorized information, or maybe any unauthorized data they can collect, or maybe they can take the control of the entire application or something, is those kind of things will happen or not. So simply the VAPT guys are act like bad guys at that time. They are going to verify it and they are going to give a report. Hey, there is a issue with a login functionality. There is a SQL injection kind of vulnerability is there. If you couldn't fix that, it is going to impact the entire database. That is nothing but the hacker can able to see what is inside the database. Again, database is what is having the user data, usernames, passwords, credentials, and everything. So those kind of things will taken care by the VAPT. And when it comes to the SOC is a defensive security, VAPT is an offensive security. So SOC guys are already there, but no one knows who are SOC employees. They are simply monitoring the entire production and the laptops and PCs which is provided by the company. Like you have a company laptop given by the company. Sorry, you have a laptop which is given by the company. There is a intrusion detection system, intrusion malicious system, some kind of tools and services already pre-configured there. Even though inside these companies related production or pre-production servers or databases also. So they are continuously 24 by 7, the SOC people are monitoring. If anything happen, let's assume a hacker wants to send a malicious code to you. You are an employee. You can able to access this production because you are a part of DevOps engineer. Okay, your work is you have to do these pre-production or production things like taking care of the code, maybe moving it to the pre-production to production or production, maybe like that. So you have at least some level of accesses there. So if the hacker directly, instead of impacting the server, first they impact your laptop, company laptop. If you unintentionally click the URL phishing email, okay, it is automatically inject a malicious script or code, something like that. After that they are going to gather something like your credentials, everything. Like while you are typing each and everything on your keyboard, the keystrokes also stored. The hacker can able to get the data. Because of that, they can able to find out everything inside the production and all. They can able to take care, they taken control of the entire production, or maybe the company or the organization too. Simply they are going to create a lock. We can consider it as a ransomware attack. Simply they create a lock. One fine day you go to the office, once you switch on your laptop, it is showing a different dashboard, like a black dashboard. It is asking for a pass key or a keyword. You can consider it's like a BitLocker kind of thing. If any malicious thing or if any kind of issue happened in your Windows system, sometimes the BitLocker is automatically activated. If you don't have your BitLocker, then you end up with, you have to flush the drive, you have to delete it, or else you have to go to the Microsoft store to remove it or open it. But the thing is, the result is you end up with, maybe you lose some data inside your drive. The same thing happened to the company. What is the issue then? The company will lose the reputation. Company will lose billions and millions of dollars. There are bunch of things will appear. So for that, to check if anything, like if even though you unintentionally click the malicious link sent by the hacker, it is automatically detected by the SOC teams because they configured something inside your devices, even though company related, application related servers and databases also. So in directly they are going to block your system. That is nothing but they are going to completely shut down your system or maybe block your system. They'll ask you to submit that. Okay, so at that point of time, the hacker cannot go to use that, and hacker cannot go to other computers. The hack won't be spread. So those things will happen with the help of SOC. But if SOC couldn't find the like how to stop them at that point of time, or maybe at the point of time the SOC got alerted, but the hacker is already laterally moved to some other computers or directly got the access to the production, what will happen? Then it is called as actual hack. The company got hacked by some hackers, unknown hackers. So they are expecting some ransomware kind of things will come up. So to eliminate all these stuff, they are going to simply implementing some level of security inside the CI/CD pipeline. Okay, and also they are continuously giving the security compliance trainings to the employees. That is nothing but whenever you are going to join in any company, first they ask you to complete the security compliance. Am I right? Have you anyone went through that security compliance? It's a kind of thing you have to read, you have to listen some videos, and you have to attend some quiz. It will give you some kind
Yes,
of
yes.
yeah, those kind of things because of awareness purposes only. That mean if something, a mail sent by someone, it exactly looks like your company HR name or maybe your comes like it looks like your company's representative thing or something, but you have to keenly observe that is it exactly the same or maybe one or two letters are mismatching. Okay, to give to educate the employees, they are going to do those kind of things. But the thing is, if anything happened or maybe the code is not properly built, okay, while they are creating, while they're doing any kind of stuff, to eliminate at least from 0 to 50% level of basic level of vulnerabilities, like instead of it is going to test by after production by the VAPT, the companies are going to inject the security inside the CI and CD. It is nothing but Sonar Cube also act like a security tool. Sometimes it is going to verify it. After that, there are some other tools and services also there in a CI, continuous integration. After that, in CD, mostly what we do, the companies are going to create it in a Docker containers. Okay, they're going to create it in a Docker containers. I think you usually heard about Kubernetes and all, right? Kubernetes is nothing but going to take and care about the Docker container. Simply, I told you this is a server. So instead of storing everything inside a single server, they are going to splitting it to the parts. Like they are going to create the Docker containers which are lightweight and more faster than the normal traditional servers. So they are going to host the entire application in Docker containers. So it is nothing but every time when a code is created and modified and going to test it in pre-prod, that is nothing but they are going to create a fresh Docker container which is going to replace the previous or existing one. At that point of time, it is considered as a CD. So the container need to be verified. Okay, the container need to be scanned. It need to be scanned with some security tools. So first level Sonar Cube and some other tools are there. They are going to scan the code level. After that, it is going to make it as a container also. The container itself, it is going to be scanned with some kind of tools. So the two kind of checks happen, then only it is going to be approved to whether move it to the pre-prod or maybe production. So DevSecOps is nothing but adding security to DevOps. Okay, adding the security to DevOps. This is the DevSecOps thing, what we are going to explore in the next 2 to 3 months exactly. So in this, what I'm going to explain you, I'm going to explain you industry leading majority clouds, which is Azure and AWS. Okay, 90% market share is holding AWS and Azure. Maybe Google also there, but it's not that much level. So I'm going to explore. We are going to explore the AWS Azure in admin level. Each and every cloud we are going to explore maybe 10 to 15 individual services, which is used by each and every organization nowadays. After that, we are going to each and every networking concept. Okay, we are deep dig into networking concept. It's like how these devices are functioning, what is IP address, what is protocols, how exactly, while I'm sending an email to you, how exactly it is reaching you. You are in Pune, I'm in Hyderabad. How exactly it is crossing millions of devices and exactly share it to you only, exactly those kind of things also. How these companies are applications and servers, services, whatever it is, how these digital things are transmitting the data exactly to one point to another point. So we are simply going to deep dive about the each and everything, each and every concept of networking. And then we are going to the tools and services of DevOps. Like what I told you, like Maven, Git, Tomcat, SonarCube, JFrog, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. There are a bunch of things are there. So each and everything, tools and services, we are going to explore. Okay, inside that also, even in clouds also, there are different kind of networking concepts are there. Okay, so after this classes, like after this complete training is done, like once we started with networking, after that go to the cloud services and then go to the tools and services at DevOps, and like the complete CI/CD, how we are going to build, it's like a demo project or like that, how we are going to build and how we are going to secure with the tools, secure tools and something. Then we are going to Explore about how to build your resume or maybe the portfolio. Nowadays, the HRs are looking for a better people. It's nothing but you need to maintain your LinkedIn too. So you need to how to get a job in next uh, like a 100 to 150 days. That means you need to update your portfolio too, like portfolio website or resume, and also how to create a better impression with your LinkedIn profile. You need to optimize your LinkedIn profile too. So that is also we are going to explore. After that, we are going to the actual thing, which is just a second, which is mock interviews, which is mock interviews. It's nothing but I have already experience in paneling. I've taken too many members. I took too many interviews in my past experience. I'm going to give you the suggestions. Like if while I'm going to take an interview, if you are giving an answer, I'm going to suggest you and I'm going to correct you. You need to answer in this way. You need to answer this much is enough. So I'm going to train you in that level. After that, you can simply put your resume and try. And also we are going to create a individual community WhatsApp group for the specific batch. Whenever you are practicing, whenever you are training, whenever you are going to applying the jobs, and also every time or any time you can ping me. Okay, you can ping
Hello.
me. I'll give you my help. Yeah, please.
Sorry for interrupting. Sir, in this course, complete DevOps is covered, or you'll focus mostly on the devs, I mean
DevOps is
security.
covered completely. DevOps is covered, and also security also covered.
Okay.
Yeah, DevOps is covered, definitely covered. Because if I couldn't cover the DevOps, you can't understand the security also. Like what are the
Yes,
points are
sir.
there? Yeah, if I'm going
Yeah,
to tell
without
you
that
this CACD,
background,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. If you need to understand this, you have to go through all these topics and all.
Okay, sir.
Without the root level concepts, you can't understand the actual concept, right? If you
Yes.
couldn't understand this concept, I cannot able to show you how to use the security measures, how to implement the security things. So we must and
Sure.
should go to the DevOps and all. Actually, that's a
Yes.
good question. Thanks for asking that. So there is a one benefit is here. If you want to go for a DevOps engineer as a multi-cloud DevOps engineer, you can use it. Or else, if you want to go for a DevSecOps engineer, like a multi-cloud DevSecOps engineer, you can able to put that profile also. You can use it for two kind of profiles. One is DevOps multi-cloud. Another one is DevSecOps multi-cloud.
Sir, I have one more question. But do you also cover the Azure and AWS in this, or?
Yes, yes. Either both clouds, I'll definitely.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that's why I said multi-cloud.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, why I'm picking this, because most of, so like some people will expect Azure, some people will expect AWS, or else maybe if you are going to searching for the
Hello.
jobs also. Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
please. Yeah,
Sir,
please.
can I ask something?
Yeah, please.
Sir, could you please confirm whether the course covers advanced topics
Mhm,
like deep
mhm.
pocket inspection or suricata वगैरह?
Sorry, I didn't get you what you're saying.
Uh, I was asking,
uh,
are we gonna cover the advanced topics like
mhm.
GitOps, CI/CD, AWS code build, code deploy, or
Yeah,
is it gonna
everything.
be all basics?
I'm using Jenkins instead of GitOps. I'm using Jenkins.
Okay, okay.
Everything we are going to explore, that is called CI/CD. We are going to each and every tool and service, then only we are going to build a complete CI/CD pipeline with a testing code or a demo code.
I was just confirming, sir, because
Yeah.
in the brochure it is not mentioned, so I was just confirming.
Yeah, I gave you the generic details only. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that's fine,
no,
that's fine. If I going to give each and everything, it should be looks like 4 or 5 pages. That's why I
right, right.
couldn't give you that. It looks
Okay,
very messy.
Uh,
yeah,
Hello.
Yeah.
understand.
Yep.
Hi, Sai.
Also, sir,
Balakrishna
I
this side.
have.
Hey, hi. Please.
Actually, I am the working professional. I have around 5 plus experience in software development.
Oh, great, great.
So my query is that currently organization are asking others and all that CI/CD all. So is it
Okay.
necessary to learn at DevOps point of view, or need deep knowledge? That's my query first.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Could you please ask once?
Means that CI/CD pipeline creation, is it needed for the developers or not?
You like developers, full stack developers, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it is a full stack, then you need it definitely. Full stack is nothing but end to end. It's not only just writing the code, not only just checking the quality. It is checking and verifying. Like you can able to build or you can able to write and create the entire application.
One more query I have.
Yeah,
Actually, you are telling that mock interview questions and all, and
yep.
resume preparation. So those you are giving to the class, those who are attending class, for them they are applying for the DevOps only. Am I right? Or that
See,
resume preparation and the interview questions only for the DevOps?
interview questions. If you want, I'll give you also. So the interview process, like resume building, portfolio, mock interviews, all the things. Once we completed this course, we are going to start that. Okay,
Okay, so
once
my
the actual class is completed. Yeah, please,
okay,
please.
okay. So those peoples are attending your class, and those who will apply that only for the infra related work. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm not feeling.
Hi.
Yeah.
Are you going to cover the AI tools also? Because in my organization, what they are asking that we are implemented Prometheus for
Hmm,
monitoring, and
hmm.
they need to analyze the logs, and they need to, according that log, they need to set alerts, and you know that they want to implement AI tool in there.
I'm sorry. Hmm. Actually, you're expecting a DevOps, AI tools or services, right? Actually, we don't need AI
Yeah.
tools and all. You said like APM, application metrics tools, right? For monitoring those, whether it is a networking or
Yeah.
maybe application metrics. You don't need AI related stuff for that. You need to understand that application, how we are going to configure that. I'll explain you that. I'll show you like a monitoring stuff and all, how to do that. Okay, there are
And
bunch of tools there. Splunk, Grafana, Prometheus, New Relic. There are bunch of tools there. We can pick one.
yeah, and in Kubernetes also they are accepting means that some KTS tools is there.
Hmm.
They need saying means they are saying like use that
See,
tool and create a YAML file and deploy it.
yeah, yes, YAML file and deploy it. Yes, you're
Yes.
saying. See, I'm going to explain you, and I'm going to give you the clear structure. So, except that the cloud and other things, we are going to use the Terraform. Okay, Terraform is a third party tool like IAC infrastructure as a code tool. With the help of Terraform only, we are going to create the entire infrastructure. That is nothing but if you want to build 100 servers in any cloud,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to create it manually by your hands, if you want to create one by one, how much time it should take for 100 servers?
It will take more than 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
With the help of Terraform, we can deploy it within 10 minutes.
Okay.
And you don't need to worry. The Terraform code, it looks like how we are talking. That is very easy. But I'll show you how to do that in a very easy manner. Okay. And also we are going to explore some more other tools also. I haven't mentioned a few things like Terraform. So we are going to explore each and everything related to DevOps. And then on top, we are going to add the security. So nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
the companies or organizations are expecting who are have a knowledge or a hands-on experience about the security concepts or security tools and services also. They are not only expecting the DevOps is ultimate. DevOps cannot be replaced by any artificial intelligence because without human intervention we cannot able to replace that. Even the cyber security roles also, it cannot be replaced by AI. That is the thing. There are bunch of jobs are there, but the thing is they expect the knowledge and they expect the hands-on experience in interview. Like they'll check it, right?
So yeah.
Even though if you have certifications also, that doesn't mean you
Mhm.
are a good fit for that. You need experience especially.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's my next question is, are you going to cover that real-time projects also?
yeah. It's nothing but real time or
Means
uh, yeah,
industrial
yeah. That
projects, not
I'm going
that.
to show you how exactly these organizations function, how they are going to use it. Whether, for suppose, if I'm going to use a dummy code instead of dummy code, they are using real code. That's it. There is no much more thing over there. Maybe they are
Okay.
going to use Java code or Python code or .NET, whatever it is, but the process is same. Every DevOps engineer need to follow the actual processes. Maybe the tools are going to modify it. Like, for suppose, instead of a Nexus, I told you Artifactory, right? Maybe some
Yeah.
companies or organizations use JFrog, but the functionality, everything is same only.
Yes.
So if you know one tool, then you will get it. Know that even if they are using some other tools also, it's not a big barrier. You can easily get it. Even they don't want to exactly ask you the exact tools, because no, not a single company exactly using same kind of tools. In
Yes.
each and every company, it will be shuffled. It's not a big deal.
Okay. And how many CI tools we are going to cover in this course?
CI tools, continuous integration. You're
Yeah.
saying
Yes.
it start with Git and then Maven and SonarQube and then like I think 6 to 7 tools. I think.
Okay. I mean Jenkins and GitHub or like that tool I'm saying.
Yeah. GitHub I'm using. I'm not using GitOps. GitOps is
Okay.
a replacement of Jenkins only. Both do the automation.
Automation. Yeah.
Yeah. One tool is fine, buddy. If you know Jenkins, that is fine. Or else if you know GitOps, even that is also fine. One tool is fine. You don't
Okay.
need each and every tool for each and every purpose.
Yeah, but in Azure also we have one tool, right? Azure pipeline is there, right?
Y- Oh, Azure DevOps is different. We are not covering Azure DevOps. Again,
Okay.
if Azure DevOps, it is a completely different course,
Okay.
because Azure itself, they are having individual services, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm going to do that, it is completely different. Instead of that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to explain you about Azure services, or if any company using to deploy their infrastructure in Azure or maybe in AWS also, it will be useful. Not each and every company use Azure DevOps for these processes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a question query. Whether Kafka will be covered?
Kafka is not required. It's not
Okay.
required. It's not required because the thing is, it is mostly based out of security. You know something? Actually, you are not going to do each and everything, even though you are going to learn about each and everything of DevOps also. But if you joined as a DevSecOps engineer, your job is whenever the job is triggered, or else you have to trigger the job and you have to find out is there security issues are there or not. That is the job you have. But the thing is, you need to be ready for that. You have to understand each and everything, because if anything happen, it is going to impact the entire company at security level. So you have to be aware about those security concepts and all. You're not going to do the DevOps work, but you have to understand, because it is implemented inside the DevOps tools and services only. That's why I'm going to explaining all these things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in AWS, RDC, RDS, CSUT,
Yeah,
MES3,
RDS,
all is
everything,
covered.
everything. Yeah, RDS, VPC, IAM, S3, Route 53,
Okay.
everything, CloudWatch, all the things we'll explore.
Docker, Kubernetes also covered, right?
Yeah, Docker and Kubernetes also.
Okay.
Whatever it is simply nothing but if an application wants to be deployed and it should be accessible to each and everyone, that means we need a complete stack, like from networking level to the Docker or Kubernetes level. We are going to use each and every tool, right? So all
Mm-hmm.
the things will be, the complete stack will be there. The added advantage is I'm going to add in the security to that, and the organization is also expecting that.
Sir, what about Linux?
Linux also there. Linux is a major thing.
Actually, I don't know much about Linux. That's why I'm asking.
Not a big deal, buddy.
Okay.
I'll showcase you. It is just like a Windows only, but it's a much faster and reliable than Windows. It's a better secure one. Each and every, like 90% of the servers run on Linux only.
Sir, do we
I'll
require any like programming skills or
No, not needed. Yeah,
It's
let me
just
clear one
command.
thing. You don't need any prior experience. Even if you have a career gap, you are a fresher. Everyone is eligible. You don't need a prior experience. But the thing is, you need to be focused on each and every topic while I'm explaining you. Okay, I'm going to give you the deep level of documentation too. But the thing is, you have to understand each and everything, or if you couldn't get it, you have to ask me till the end. Okay, you don't need to hesitate to ask anything. I'll tell you. Okay. But the thing is, the mindset is important, because it is more related to security, not only a simple DevOps. It is related to security. That's why I'm saying you don't have much level of work like DevOps engineers. DevSecOps engineers won't work throughout the day. Maybe 2 to 3 hours they have the work, because until it is going successful there is no work. If it is failed, or maybe they show any kind of errors like the job failed because of some security reasons, you have to go through it. That's why I'm going to showcase each and every skill set, each and every tool, each and every service and all. Yeah. For your information, I already shared the WhatsApp number also for the counselor. Even though they are going to contact you, but if anyone wants any query, you can ping them also. They'll give a call or give a heads up. And you anyone have any doubts also, please ask me.
Sir, when does the class start? I mean, on which date? Like
Actually,
these
I
are
want
like
it will be live
What's the
only.
schedule, I guess?
This is like 8 to 9. I'm thinking about it. What about you guys?
Yeah, this time
Gu-
is okay. 8 to 9.
Okay, like 8 to 9 is fine.
After
Fine, sir.
working hour, we can join the class.
Yeah, is everyone okay with that 8 to 9?
yes,
Yes,
And sir,
yes.
what
yes.
would
Yeah,
be the
yes.
duration of the course?
It should take 3 months, definitely.
And sir, one cloud is taught by you, and other two clouds will be
No,
taught by
no,
other trainers.
no, two clouds I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you both AWS and Azure too. I am
Okay.
only going to teach you. I'm a certified cloud solution architect. I'm into all the clouds, but you don't need all the clouds. At least two clouds is fine. Okay, that's a hybrid cloud. Like a multi cloud is enough to get a job. So I'm going to giving the majority clouds, which is sharing the majority market. So AWS and Azure is enough.
I have a query that I want to ask one-to-one. I cannot talk here. So whether I have to talk with that WhatsApp number you have shared,
Uh-huh.
or any other
Okay.
way.
Okay. I shared you a number, right? Call
Uh,
them. They'll put the conference.
okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah, WhatsApp number. It's okay. And I
Okay.
want to give you a clarity. Let me stop this recording. Yeah. Just a